doesn't happen overnight.
It took a moment to realize it.
Okay.
It's taken a lifetime to get better, to possibly master it. But it's once you realize, here's the thought process, and there really hasn't been a book that I know of or someone who's actually said a few of the things I'm speaking, even though I'm not saying this is all original, but here was my thought process. I believe that everything that I've ever done, am doing, or will do is driven basically by my desire to feel at least good or at least better, right?
Okay.
And if you want to go a few layers deep, maybe someone says they want to buy a car, they want to have a house, they want to get married, they want to travel the world, they want to help people, whatever it is. If you go a few levels deep, the only reason people want to do those things is because they want to feel good or at least better. They want to be happy or at least happier, right? So that's the first thing. Everything we do, at least everything I do, is driven by the desire to feel good or at least better, happy, at least happier. Is that safe to assume?
Yes.
All right. Second piece is we've heard it before. We might even pretend to believe it, but I had this understanding that happiness is a skill. So if I said happiness is a skill, right? What would most people say? Yeah, sure it is. Well, here's how I can prove
what a skill is. They may not know what a skill is, though. That's the biggest thing.
Here's my definition. I haven't looked it up. Here's my definition. Anything that you can learn, improve, and possibly master, by definition, my definition is a skill, right? So as we talked about, you can have a situation that one person looks at it and it's one way, another person looks at it a different way. It's the same situation. So what's the variable? The people. So if happiness is a skill, and it is, and all I want to do is feel good or at least better, happy or at least happier, and I do, then the question I ask myself is, okay, Stephen, here you are about 45 plus years old. I'm about almost 60 now. How much of your life, percentage-wise, have you invested in developing your skill of being happy? And the answer was, zero. No wonder. Congratulations, you're exactly where you're supposed to be with regards to one of the most important parts of your life. So that's the moment. Somewhere it wasn't a specific day. It's a question I get a lot. What was your drop? Your rock bottom moment? What was the epiphany? I didn't really have that. It was basically a general understanding. But once I realized that all I had to do was develop my skill of being happy and grateful, and I can be happy and grateful all the time. Oh, I'm over that. Over. Game over. So I started buying books. I started listening to personal development. I started looking at YouTube videos. I started to surround myself with positive words and images and emotions and people. And I've just been doing it so long that now it's my default. So the key piece of that is it will probably take a lifetime, because we can always get better at just about anything. But the realization should take just a moment. Happiness is a skill. We feel the emotions we focus on, period. Be happy and grateful all the time. Be positive all the time, period. But Stephen, what about no? But what happens when no? But what about no? All day, every day, everywhere. And here's what some people actually want to debate me on whether they should be happy and grateful all the time. But shouldn't life have a balance? Shouldn't, if you don't understand sorrow and all the bad stuff, you can't appreciate the good stuff. Okay. If that's what you want to tell yourself and believe, awesome. But here's the other thing. I don't have to manufacture or consciously focus on the negative for negative to come at me. It's out there all the time. I don't watch the news. I know what's going on because people will tell me. I'll flip it on just for a second, just to see if the world's still there. I'll turn it back off and go find somebody to help. So I'm very, very, did I say very, careful of my environment, of the words I speak and hear, of the thoughts I'm thinking, of the people and situations I surround myself with. Now, I'm very fortunate. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for the past 17 years, so I can pick and choose the people I surround myself in, the work environments, and I can pick my customers and even the people I partner with. So I know that's not possible for everybody. It just requires even more effort, and more understanding of focus. If you're in bad environments, whether it's home, some people have challenging home situations, some people have challenging work situations. I'm very fortunate with that.
But you said it took buying books, going on YouTube, watching videos. It took you, I want to say, at least 1,000 hours of study, at least maybe 50 books of study, at least say 3 years of study to get to where you could say you could tell people you were happy.
Well, I told people I was happy out of the gate.
Okay.
Even if it wasn't true at the time.
When were you confident though? I mean, just because I'm a numbers guy. Sorry.
You could say. I mean, we've all probably read Malcolm Gladwell, 10,000 hours of outliers, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So whether it's 10,000 hours, which is 20 hours a week for 10 years, or 40 hours a week for 5 years, whatever it is, let's just say I have invested definitely over these past 10, 12, 15 years, tens of thousands of hours. When people understand how maniacally crazy I am about happiness and gratitude, it blows them away. Because if I'm not having a direct conversation with you or somebody, if I'm not on the phone with somebody, in my ear all the time, I have something positive going on in my ear. It's my own words of affirmations. It's some positive training or some motivational video or some positive music that makes me feel a certain way all of the time. Not sometime, all the time.